It is early days in the year 2025, but guess who has got off the mark early in the year? Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. If you're new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now and remember to like and comment on the video. Liking and commenting helps fuel the YouTube algorithm. And as I said, early days in 2025, but it is the Malayalam film industry that has got off to a flyer once again with this banger of a film, which is Rekhachithram. Rekhachithram, which I watched in a theater near me, which made me pause my list. I still have one list to go, the Hindi films that are there, the top Hindi films of 2024. I decided to pause that and, make a video on this because this is, literally tapping your creativity and tapping into a genre that is less tapped into. So coming to the story and screenplay, Rekhachithram on the face of it might seem to be like a regular police procedural that unfolds. But what actually transpires along the way is, tapping into the genre of alternate history. Alternate history as a genre is very less tapped into. I don't remember any recent films that are there. There was this one Hindi film called Gandhi versus Godse, which had released along with Pathan. That was, I think, alternate history genre that has been tapped. But other than that, this remains largely untapped. One example, let's try to understand what the alternate history genre is. One example that I can quote from the international market of what the alternate history genre is Inglourious Bastards. The Quentin Tarantino film Inglourious Bastards, in which you see the death of Adolf Hitler at a theater. Now, this is reimagining history given that multiple sources tell you that, Hitler had committed suicide. So, this is, taking an event from the past, fictionalizing it, or, adding your old pulp fiction to it is the alternate history genre that I am talking about. And here, what the film Rekhachithram does is takes this police procedural and links it with one of the true events that had happened on the 1985 Malayalam film. I've written it here so that I don't mispronounce it. It's a conscious decision not to butcher names. Katodu Katoram, which is directed by Bharatan, and it had Mammootty in the lead as well, the 1985 film. So it took that one event of it and it linked it to a past event, true event that is there, while reimagining or fictionalizing the story along the way. And that for me was absolutely genius writing because it added so much more flavor into the proceedings that were there. It so no longer became just a mystery film at the end of the day. It had bouts of nostalgia in it also. Now the drama here, I liked how, the writers did not get carried away with this untapped territory that is there. In fact, what they did was they added little characterization also to the character of the protagonist. So the protagonist, you see that he's suspended, and because of his gambling duties, that automatically has a stake in him for the case that comes in, wherein he has to prove his worth to the department and to the people around him for the taunts to be controlled. And as you can make out, the character of Asif Ali, that is that he's smart, he can put two and two together, which opens up the investigative drama in which the original source is just a skeleton that is found in the ground, along with a confession of a suicidal man, a man who's committed suicide. That's the one liner that is there. However, the seeds of film within a film or an alternate history is sown right in the first scene, in which there are a couple of characters who talk to each other, in which one of them tells the other, saying that I've seen your father in a film, only for the camera to cut and see a group of people carrying a supposedly a body along the way, which he thinks is a film, so to say. So the film reference that is there is very evident, and through the plethora of suspects that are there, with the investigation that seems so organic in nature, one thing leading to another. It was a perfect police procedural. Even otherwise, it got to that cinema zone that is there, and with the flashback that is there, it took you to that era wherein it was that superstar era. You had Mammootty on the film set. You also had the his bouts with the paparazzi who are struggling with identity in today's times. You also there was a commentary that was there on how the junior artists are treated in the industry, so to say, without losing focus on the actual case that transpires. It's almost like a jigsaw puzzle that fits in everywhere, with frequent bouts of the past and present that formulate the case, so to say. Now, one lens to look at this film is not through a who done it or a why done it. It's through this total submission of alternate history that is there, alternate history genre that is there, that adds layers to it. By means of it, when you slowly, it's absolutely, by the way, cut well, and so it's edge of the seat stuff. The thrilling elements last right till the end. However, I did feel there was a slight dip in the investigation right at the end, right at the end. When you could actually link the dots before the grand reveal actually transpires. However, I'm willing to look a little past that, because it was trying, to tap into that alternate history space that is there. And that theme was very well executed. It was smartly written, and it actually, you made you connect with the characters a lot more, while also serving you bouts of nostalgia along the way. Now, I haven't watched this 1985 film, but film within a film is automatically a genre that I have fallen in love with. It happened with Varshangalku Shesham as well. Most of you may not agree to that, but I love the film. And similarly, this also, it was trying to do something different, with the setting, with the true incident that happened, by the way, on the film set. And there was another film reference also right at the end to join the dots. Pretty interesting, I would say. So overall, the screenplay is really well written. Little dip at the end, I would say, yeah, but I'm willing to look past that. That's okay. Coming to the technical aspects, the dialogues, the music, and the direction. The dialogues are pretty interesting. They're conversational, but they are tightly paced. So there's a beat or rhythm to them, so you always are on the edge of your seat, even while there is an interrogation that transpires between the character of Asif Ali or other characters who are interacting with him, so it adds to the pace. Similarly, the BGM, the music and the BGM, they oscillate between the two genres. One is the investigative drama that is pulsating and adds that level of intensity, while also balancing it out with a sense of nostalgia that is there frequently, that is visited in the past. I think that was very nicely balanced in the BGM, so to say. The cinematography also, is wonderful to witness. The mid shots, almost make you a fly on the wall with the investigation, or alternately also on the film set that the film transports you to. Even the editing, it's cut really well. This film is cut really well to make you feel on the edge of the seat stuff right at the end. Even though I would call it a slow burn, but it's still, commands your attention, because the editing is so superb that it's almost organic the way the case is unfolding. Director Joffin Chaco, I think he did a wonderful job here. His previous film, The Priest, I found it to be quite decent. I'd liked that film, but probably that was me new to the Malayalam setup, and most of y'all may not have liked his first film. But here, I think his direction is stupendous. The way he's created this police procedural, while attempting successfully to tap into this alternate history by transporting you on the film set of a decently famous film, I would say, quite a famous film starring Mammootty back in the day, directed by Bharatan. It was quite a big ask on paper, and I think he's nailed it. I think the direction is superb. Even when the writing slightly dips at the end, you see the direction holding it together, with the pacing of the drama, so to say, and the setup or something or the other, some event happening on screen. I think it's a wonderful lesson for budding filmmakers on, how to construct a drama and how to elevate it above the script, So the direction is superb here. Coming to the performances, I think the performances are absolutely superb here. Nishant Sagar, or even Murli, Shrikant Murli, they are, they did a wonderful job. I was nice to see Indrans also. I think Malayalam film industry also becomes the first industry to officially use AI generated graphics on screen, which basically means, the AI generated graphics with respect to the characters is what I'm saying. So here the cutout of Mammootty that was there, it was AI generated. And I think this is a start of a revolution, and who else but at the helm of it, it is the Malayalam film industry once more. Also, some of the other actors, like Bhama or Zareen, they do a wonderful job as well. Even Megha Thomas, she does a wonderful job there too. Even Manoj Jain, wonderful actor, very sedated but intimidating as well. Anaswara Rajan, I think special mention to her, for being such a revelation. She's so charming, so innocent with her character that you automatically invest in her journey. You automatically invest in her journey. You silently also want to root for her and, want her to be successful. So you are emotionally connected to that character. I think she's a wonderful actor, and you will hear a lot more from her in times to come. And the thriller Ali streak continues out, as I would like to call it. Asif Ali is yet again at the center of things, after Kishkinda Kandam. Yes, this film is not as good as Kishkinda Kandam. It's an unfair comparison. That was just the perfect film. This is not a perfect film, but it's still a wonderful, wonderful film. And Asif Ali again brings a different shade in the role of a cop that is there. I think the thriller Ali streak that is there is here to stay, and just keep them coming, let the bangers come one after another. It's been a wonderful year, and it's a fitting start to 2025 with an actor who's aced it in 2024. It's a fitting start, founded by actor Asif Ali. He's fabulous in the film. So overall, I feel that Rekhachithram is one hell of a film. It's a wonderful, concoction of nostalgia and mystery packaged in a thrilling alternate history kind of a film, which makes for a wonderful watch. It's a banger of a film. I thoroughly enjoyed it simply because the creativity is alive in the industry. One thing to note is the creativity and the diversification of the genres that is there. It's not the same stuff that is being served. It's not taking your audiences for granted, and it's hardly surprising that it is the Malayalam film industry that has gotten off the mark and gotten off to a flyer in 2025. So that was the video, guys. If you're liking it, please smash that like button. Comment on what did you make of the film Rekhachithram. I would love to know your theatre going experience as well. I watched it in a full house in Mumbai here, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, remember to share this video with your friends and family. Ask them to subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this Digi family together. Our next target is 3K subscribers, and we are just a handful away. So if you could just share it, we'll get past that mark and grow from there on. Also, my detailed review of Rekhachithram is available on my site, Popcorn Reviews with the double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Do visit that as well. Also, follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is available on my social media handles and on my site. All details in the description box below. You can read the reviews, the latest reviews from across the globe, in your language. Remember, I put out also a review of Black Warrant, the wonderful Black Warrant series on Netflix, which is a Hindi series. I have not made a video on it, but my detailed reviews out. You can watch it, you can read it rather, on my site. Till then, I'll see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, I may get to the list, I may get to something else. Let's see. Tomorrow is another day. Until then, take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for your love and support. Cheers.